Hey guys, James here. In today's review I'm going to be showing you the FLIR MR160 moisture meter. What you're going to see in this video is the machine being used. I'll show you how it actually operates and then I'll come back and tell you a little bit about the machine itself. In the middle here, this button does the modes. So when you press that, you can see the options you've got up on the screen, and then you can press side to side here to switch between the modes. So you can have your image preview. You've got a camera button here so you can actually take photos, and then you've got a back button just to go back to turn that off. So image mode with the moisture mode. You got some of the settings, and then any help. Inside some of the settings, you can see you got the digital display with everything. Moisture mode, you can choose between the pin mode, depending on what type of material you need to use, pin mode or pinless mode. And I'll show you in a sec what the pin mode is. Then image mode, you can go the IR with moisture, or you can just go the IR, or you can just go straight moisture. If I click on this, you'll see that'll bring up a digital display. So you can see the way this works. If I point that at that plastic sheet that I've got downstairs here in the basement, you can actually see the moisture content up in the top left hand corner changing. When I go up or down, you can actually see it change colour depending on the actual moisture. So you actually see there things like the computer monitor. Now on the bottom there's a little button here, you press that and it gives you a set of sights. So you can see off in the distance there that little red dot that's on the wall. That sort of pinpoints where you might be actually looking at some of the moisture while it's giving you a reading at the same time. And then I can also take a photo up here if I press this button. If I want to take a photo of that moisture down there or the computer screen. It's taken the image. And then if I go back in here, I should be able to go to image mode. And that's the photo that was taken. So that's good for if you're out and about on site and you need to actually record where some of the moisture readings are around a property or in some floorboards or something like that. That's a handy little function. Okay, so some of the features of the actual machine itself. One of the things that it comes with is this pin adapter. You can plug this into the bottom. There's a little USB connection. And what this can come in handy for is actually, it's got two prongs. That's perfect for testing like timber floorboards. So you can just stick that into the board itself and it'll tell you what the moisture content is. So that's great for getting into soft timbers or soft products like plasterboard or something like that. So there's pin mode and then there's also pinless mode on it. You can switch between the two modes depending on what use you need it for. Okay, so there you go guys, you got to see the FLIR moisture meter in action. Now what I can see these coming in really handy for, if you're a contractor that does a lot of floorboard laying, it's always handy to have one of these with you because most floorboards need to be at about, well, they come out of the mill at about 10% moisture content, and you really don't want to lay them once they start getting above 13% moisture content, otherwise the boards are too swollen, and when they go down, once they dry out, they can sort of shrink. So yeah, always be handy to have one of these with you to check those floorboards. Also for guys that just do building inspections, the camera function on this is really cool because you can go around, check the moisture, say around the base of a wall to check for rising damp or something like that, take a photo of the area and then come back, put into a little bit of a PDF document, and you can send that off to the client with the report and with all the details of the moisture readings around the property. So for someone like me, being a builder, this is ideal. This is what I need to go out and actually check some of the problems and do a bit of problem solving where I can. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed that video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, like or subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.